It's week 6 of the NFL, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the 49ers and the Seahawks on Thursday night primetime.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers were last time out, but winners are 4 or 5 before that. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You look at this Niner defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Again, it's Walker. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, 15 carries, 70 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Touchdown! Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Niners now to get their 1st drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And the great story of Brock Purdy continues. Had he been drafted in the first round, I think people would be singing his praises to the skies, but for whatever reason, people can't let go of the fact he's Mr. Irrelevant, and they don't give him the credit he deserves. He is not just a system quarterback. He's a guy who enhances his team. Not just along for the ride, he's the one steering the ship, and without him, their ceiling significantly drops.
The numbers last week for Mitchell. 22 carries, 134 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. You talk about this Seahawk defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
The Niners at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And even though it's the offense with the ball now, how about that defense last week? They pitched a shove.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
And you saw everything that we saw out of Murphy coming out of college. Leverage, quickness, a dynamic disruptor.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a first carry for their fullback. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in third and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on second down? The big man puts them in position to make it third and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They run over center with Mitchell. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The tackle made by Boye Mafe. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. A give here to Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 46 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Purdy now to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there, the huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. He had the touchdown pass on the opening drive as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes coming in, and he's right up there among the league's best. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. This complete to Lockett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Smith. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Geno down to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch. Gets
this one to use check. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Out of the gun, Purdy. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Purdy looking to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. A number of great games coming up this weekend, starting with the second of the 3 London games this year, the Jags and Bears from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas, a glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we wrap up Week 6 with Bills-Jets in the AFC East from MetLife Stadium. For the Seahawks in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, Geno Smith. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And if that run looks familiar to you by Walker, it should. You saw it at Wake Forest, at Michigan State, and in the NFL here with Seattle. A nice start to his career, totaling a little over 2,400 yards from scrimmage and 18 touchdowns in his first 2 seasons.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. It's caught. Block it. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Smith. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The Niners offense and Elijah Mitchell set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
There we go, sit down.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He completes this to Walker. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing now is Geno. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another run with Mitchell. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Try the right side with Mitchell. To the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 160 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Guerrero. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2.
Interesting decision here because I think you've got to kick it and tie this game. If it's the 2nd quarter, maybe then you go for it. But here in the 4th, you can't come away with nothing.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Seahawks offense and veteran Tyler Lockett ready to go once more. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. This is 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Here's 2nd down. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Flushed out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Looking deep for Jennings. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A strong running. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Garendo on 1st down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Another try for Garendo. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Purdy going to give it to Garendo. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker second level in the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Usually the big fella is a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
On the give, it's Garindo. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's 2nd down. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Handoff here, Garindo. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Meh.
Yeah,
M-E-H, man. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.